Alright, so let's think about your favorite fast food restaurant. Could be McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, or Subway. Now think of your favorite order. It could be the chicken nuggets to the Italian sub. Now let's think when we were little. Well, when you went out to eat with your parents, what were you ordering? For me, it was easy enough to say I just wanted the chicken strips and the French fries, just coming from somewhat of a picky eater. So now let's kind of think. Since we're gotten older, we're all more self-conscious of where our stuff comes from because we all want to be healthier. Have you ever thought of factory farming? So, some stats I got from the Sentence Institution, they calculated that 99% of our meats come from factory farming. So, kind of goes more or deeper into that. 70% of our beef comes from this institution, 98% of our pork, 99% of our turkey, and so on and so forth. So let's think on a bigger hand, since there's several billion people in the world, factory farming can actually be a good thing, because a lot of times, if you think of it, since there are so many of us in the world, we have to feed us somehow. So that equals providing food on a bigger scale, which means if we provide on a bigger scale, a lot more food comes in, and it makes it cheaper for us to go to the store like H-E-B or Walmart and buy our food. But you also have to remember, these places have regulations. You can't just think Tyson's just gonna do some willy-nilly stuff and they're gonna get away with it. The government actually tells them they have to do it in a certain way, in a clean fashion, so we won't get sick. According to Professor Eichert at Missouri University, these factory farms do end up creating jobs for people. A lot of these jobs really don't need much of a 4-year degree. You can easily just go to a technical school to run some of these farms, like working the heavy machinery or taking care of the livestock. But if you also think of it, kind of going back with providing a lot of the food, if they do it properly and safely, they can produce all this at a safe level into the world. According to improve the system, according to Littleton Edu, they go more into how Temple Grandin did it. Have you all ever thought, or have you ever seen the movie Temple Grandin in school? If y'all haven't, I'm not saying y'all have or haven't. She was an autistic woman who sees things in a different way. When she was growing up, she ended up working at a feedlot that I think her aunt owned or her family owned. And she figured out a way to safely and do things more humanely with the livestock. She did things called the double rail, where pretty much the livestock kind of goes zigzags, where it keeps them calm and happy. Which, if you think of it, a happy cow, happy us. Then going on with how I talked about regulations earlier, the USDA provides some of those regulations to us. For most things, they had to keep things clean. Things like things clean keeps us healthy. It keeps us from catching E. coli and other things like that. They also give them places where they can or cannot operate, like public land and private land. The their APHIS, the Animal Plant Health Inspection Services, pretty much inspect where they are and how these plants are looking and operating. Because if these plants aren't good, they can't sell anything. So going off all that, just because, yeah, yes, there is good and bad in everything with the factory farming. No matter what's happening, there are regulations, they have to do it, and a lot of the times they are doing these things humanely. But I persuaded you not to think completely bad about the factory farming, that they are doing things right and clean and safe for us. Thank you.